What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Live Before Lock is here. We're with our man TST. TST, how are we doing?
Doing well, doing well. Seems like we got waiting on a lot of news here, so it should be a fun one and a hectic one.
We are waiting on a lot of news, which is always a huge pain in the ass. We saw like the entire Memphis team is sitting out. We'll go over all of that in a second here. As stated in the title of this thing, we're gonna give away a rare tier, and it's gonna be Mr. Deli, Aussie, oi, oi,
Hey.
oi. So, in order to qualify for this rare tier that we're gonna do towards the end of the stream, all you gotta do is like, subscribe to Team Hold, and then put a hashtag Deli into the chat. If this is your first time here, also you can see in the pin chat, you can sign up for Sorare if you haven't done it yet. I'm sure if you're here, you've already signed up for Sorare, but just in case you haven't, go do that. You get 20 free common cards. You get started right away. It's a lot of fun. And if this is your first time tuning into this specific show, what TST and I are going to do, we're going to go over a lot of the late-breaking injury news. We're going to take a look at Momentum Lab spreadsheets, which you can find a link to. It's behind the paywall, but in our show notes. And then we're just going to figure out what the hell to do with this slate. But before we like really dive into the slate, TST, when you want to like recap, let us know how you did this past game week with game week 13.
Pretty average week. I felt I was a little under the gun when I was like in locks. I didn't get to catch up on like any real injury news. Was on the move on Friday, so I didn't have any big. But I almost cashed in the common champion, and that's the one that's frustrating the most. I was less than 2 points away. So
Close.
that's a nice reminder for people. Not that this happened to me, but that it can be that close. So make sure you're putting your lineups in those training to get those extra percentage on it, because the margins can get pretty slim. So make sure you don't at least fire them all off, even if you're not doing strategically in those training lineups, because that could help you 1 week. I didn't even want to look at it if that was the problem.
That definitely burned me a little bit early on, where I forget to enter my guys into training. But a couple of updates too as we head into game week 14. We should also say game week 16, the rare contests are going to start requiring 5 rares in each one. So we still have a couple of game weeks before that goes into effect. But we get the common underdog here. This is a common though, so this one's just for free. But what you're doing with this sweet boy is it's a cap under 60, right? So a lot of the ones we've been doing are either 110 or the champions 120. This one is under 60. So it's all of those value guys that we've talking about. They've also introduced a no cap, which means you just fire in whatever 5 you want. You don't have to worry about a cap. I'm really excited to see what this shit is going to look like scoring wise. TSC, do you have any thoughts? Because I feel like the strategy is getting shifted around here with this no cap introduction.
So my first thing would be to like completely ignore it until you're done all your other lineups. Because look at the reward there. What, 200? Like,
yeah.
So like this is for the people that have huge collections, have like all those top tier players, and it's like after you've picked your best one for those other lineups, fire them all in here, because it's really not going to like you're going to need to score huge, and your chances of scoring huge in that are like much lower. Like you should, if you have your 2 players maybe that are really going to be focused in your limited champion, or you're squeezing in a low 40s guy into a limited contest, something like that, do that. But I think it's great because they're trying different things, and it looks like long term, like we might have a couple of these things and things that you can kind of predictably build your collection around and buy certain cards, because you know that you're going to be able to play them at least in that and kind of choose your best MVP. So it's great to see. But what I would say right now is like they're clearly experimenting right now. Like if they were like positive this was a great thing, we'd probably see more than 200 rewards in that, and like the scores are going to be crazy. So if you don't have a huge collection, I wouldn't be going and buying a I don't know who, a Giannis, because you're like, I need one more like high end score, but like there's going to be some massive scores in there. Like,
yeah, the one thing we'll say, right? So it's clearly going to be less. It's probably going to end up being like 7% of the field that's going to be cashing. Also, Dustin said, "Is that my man Zach, aka Top Sorare Takes?" But one of the things that I wanted to say, they are giving out all the way to limited tier 3s though. So if you do cash, it is at least you're not getting like a tier 5 for something like that. I did think that was nice. But I'm with you, man. I don't think I'm going to be complete. That's going to be my throwaways until my collection beefs up a little bit. But I am interested to see how this affects other tournament scores. Cause I mean, clearly almost 3,000 people are in it already. So people are entering them. And I wonder how many people are like approaching that as their most expensive one, their most exciting one. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go over to some of the injury news here. We've got a lot to sift through, and then we'll go look at the Momentum Labs projections here. So we've got Luke Kennard is in, Paul George is in, Kawhi Leonard is in. So there you go. Clippers just about full strength. So if you're thinking about Terrence Mann, all of a sudden that play becomes dog poo. Mo Bamba's still out, which means they're a little bit thin in the backcourt because I don't think they have Wendell Carter Jr. either, which means Bol should eat. Wayne Gabriel, this is for Tuesday. AD, Gabriel, Jared Allen, still questionable. TJ McConnell is questionable. This one's weirdly important because Halliburton's not playing. So if Halliburton, with Halliburton not playing, McConnell becomes like a decent play. But if McConnell doesn't play, then all of your guys like Buddy Hield, Nembhard, I don't even know what other guard, Benedict Mathurin, all of those guys become a little bit more enticing. KCP questionable for Tuesday. We've got Wiggins out. James Harden actually plans to play tonight. So Harden returning. John Moran is doubtful. I believe Triple J also doubtful. You got Jordan Poole questionable there. Christian Wood questionable. Jimmy Butler questionable. So there's just a lot of shit that we're sifting through right now. TSC, with all of that info, where are you? I don't know, any sort of like takeaways that you have so far for us?
The Indiana one's just pretty interesting, like because they, for whatever reason, they haven't really wanted to start Mathurin.
Yeah.
Even when like other players have gone out, like they've started a Nembhard, they've started a TJ McConnell. I think he started one game, and like it's interesting that they're doing that. And then when Halliburton went out, I was wondering if he'd like maybe like come in a little more. So that's an interesting one to keep a lineup. Like Miami's just such a shit show. Like everyone's pretty much got some sort of mark on them. So like when that kind of shakes out, but that's kind of been the norm recently. So if that shakes out in time before lock, it could get real interesting for sure. So that's one I'm keeping an eye on. Then Memphis, did you say Ja's out?
Ja's doubtful. Jaren Jackson Jr. has already been ruled out. I even think Dylan Brooks was questionable at one point. I don't know if there's been an update on that. You know what we can do actually while we continue to talk through this? Why don't we we can kind of go team by team over in the projections and like
Let's do that.
Yeah, start with Memphis. I forget. There's a way to filter this, and you told me how to do it last time. What was it?
Yeah, select across the top from player to delta there.
Oh yeah, from player to delta.
And then go to the filter button that you can see there. Yeah, create new filter.
All right, cool. Oh my God, what happened? Here we go. All right, and then let's do. All right, so who do we want to look at? Memphis first, maybe.
Yeah, let's do Memphis.
All right, so with Memphis here, we've got. Did I not do it? What's going on?
You got to clear all first.
I thought I did.
There we go.
All right, here we go. So we're looking at, we got Ja is doubtful. We're going to assume Ja is out. Doubtful usually means out. Jaren Jackson Jr. is out. Dylan Brooks. Okay, no mark on Dylan Brooks. Conchard doubtful. Steven Adams is off the injury report. Zaire Williams is going to be back soon. Doesn't look like he's going to be back tonight. But the guys that are popping here, we're seeing Brandon Clark. He becomes a pretty solid play. David Roddy is like a big usage guy as well. Clark with the cap of, what was it? I missed it here. Cap of 17. You got Roddy with a cap of 11. Those are the ones that are like the most intriguing to me. I think they already announced their projected starting line, or maybe I saw a different site do a projecting starting lineup. But Santi Aldama was in there. Man, I don't know. What are your thoughts here with Memphis?
Yeah, Underdog has Santi Aldama in the starting lineup, but with Steven Adams, and David Roddy they have in the starting lineup as well. So they have Tyus Jones, Dylan Brooks, David Roddy, Santi Aldama, and Steven Adams. I like Tyus Jones quite a bit. When Ja's out, he's always a favorite of mine. His cap isn't like crazy because Ja was out for like that little while, so he put up some good games there. But he's always, Dylan Brooks is gonna get a ton of usage, but like his cap isn't something that's super intriguing to me because even Dylan Brooks with a bunch of usage isn't necessarily big numbers. It's just
a lot of shots. It's a
lot of shots, and it doesn't mean they're going in. I mean, David Roddy, becomes if he's starting, that's great. And
Yeah.
if we're looking at these projections for maybe people that are less familiar with them, like John Morant's still projecting because the projection is assuming he misses one game. So that's why he has one game and Dylan Brooks has 2 games. So
right. Same thing with Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So those players right now, it's projecting that they'll only play one game.
I'm seeing a lot of talk around Xavier Tillman here in the chat. I don't believe he's got Tillman receiving any minutes right now. I thought Tillman kind of fell out of the rotation here. Oh no, I'm sorry. He has a cap of 7 with a projection of 20 now. So Xavier Tillman ends up being a great play. It looks like with a cap of 7. I don't know. Any thoughts on Tillman?
Yeah. I mean, he's like you said, he kind of like was out of the rotation based, like, I don't know. He had like moments last year where you're like, oh, who could it like, he could have, he could be a contributing person. Is he popping off quite a bit? 12.
Here we got 12, 12 for, 12 for limited and then 36 for rare. That, man, I don't know. Is that stupid?
I mean, it's just tough because like he's not really contributing that much without these injuries. So it's like really like you're paying for this week only. You're not really.
Yeah, there's probably
head in your account after almost.
Yeah, there's probably other spots here. There's probably other spots that we can find. All right, back over to the projections. I don't know what was another team. I guess what we should let's go back actually away from this filter and just kind of hit some things. I wanted to look at the Warriors situation. So we know Wiggins is out, right? So Wiggins is out. We have Jordan Poole questionable. And was there somebody else that was questionable, or was it just Jordan Poole? I think
there's someone else.
I think with Wiggins out, Kuminga, man, I think Kuminga is going to project well. I still feel a little butthurt from Kuminga here. He's got a cap of 14 with a projection of 18. He hurt me a little bit this week after dropping a 4 over the weekend. I don't know if Jordan Poole misses too. I guess that Kuminga Moody becomes a little bit more intriguing, but this honestly makes me just want to play like the Stephs, Draymonds, and Clays of the world a little bit more than I already would, you know?
Yeah. Like, I mean, like Steph, I mean, like it's really like maybe now you're more likely to choose him as your MVP, but like, let's get real. Like you're probably not squeezing him into a lineup. So it's definitely like that. It would be a reason to maybe pick Steph over someone else if you already have him. Clay's at a cap of 31 right now. So, I mean, you could be, but like he's playing the first game. Will he sit the second game? Because he was on injury management for whatever. What does he have? Ankle or Achilles or something?
Yeah.
So that like makes me a little more worried. And
I mean, obviously you have Steph, you play Steph, right? So this is really coming down to, this is the ancillary pieces that I'm trying to figure out, I guess. Moody with a cap of 6 is, I guess, like pretty low risk considering you don't need him to do much to get there. If this allows you to like perfectly fit your lineup in. I'm seeing a lot of talk about Josh Okogie from Phoenix here. He's not projecting really well. I know. Did he like finish the last game? Is that why people got excited? I see that he's got a cap of 6 and a projection of 3.8. So I don't know. I don't know if he's my God. That feels a little bit more risky in my opinion. So I don't know. I know he said he got 38 last game, but that might have been more of a flash in the pan. I don't know. That's just me. Let's sort through some of the other value that's popping, and then maybe what we can do, we can hammer some questions in the chat as we do that. So if you guys have different questions you want us to take a look at, throw them in there. I'll also remind the people as those questions come in, go ahead, like the stream, subscribe, hashtag Deli for a shot at a Matthew Dellavedova rare tier that we're going to be going that we're going to be giving away here towards the end. All you got to do is like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Deli. Sean Day says, what's the Bradley Beal situation? I don't think we've gotten an update yet, Sean. I don't think we've gotten an update. AJ saying Koloko seems to be the new starting center. We got boots on the ground, TST. How are we feeling up north about our man Koloko?
Like he's kind of been... He's been playing like he had that little spurt near the start of the year where he kind of came out of nowhere and people weren't expecting him to do much. He's been getting a little bit of foul trouble as of late. I don't like he's only ever going to really have a great Sorare game, in my opinion, is if he picks up a bunch of blocks.
Yeah.
So I mean, at least his cap is settled down a bit because he was still like getting a little less minutes. It's just Nick Nurse is going to throw kind of different lineups. Like he's not
hard to project.
He's not worried about like mixing up his lineup, but then it's strange because then he also would just like run his guys into the ground. So like,
yeah,
it'll be like more game by game, and then who he has, he'll like really like, you know, like Fred VanVleet will play like 42 minutes, like a bunch of games in a row, but then he'll have played 3 different bigs those same games. So it's not like a, you know, a situation where he has his core guys for the whole year. He really mixes things up, but then whoever he is playing, he runs into the ground.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I was just gonna say, oh yeah, Brooke Lopez was ruled out. So, but Middleton is in. So it looks like the core starting like with the holidays, Giannis and Middleton's are back with no Brolo. I'm sure Bobby Portis pops a little bit. I don't think that does anything for me though. That doesn't really move the needle. Tillman and Brown are actually 7. Any good play cap? Wow, for 6 ukulele. I think what the Moses Moody in that range was probably the highest here. Let me scroll through the projections here to see if there's anybody else in that 6 range. But that 6 range is really, you're really cutting it close here. So, oh wait, I saw this. KZ Akpala was projecting well for a cap of 5. Do we know why? Is somebody from? I didn't see any Sacramento injuries of wings getting hurt, so I was kind of confused why he was popping. So if anybody in the chat has any info on that, but Swan says, would you play a rare Roddy or a super rare Rocco? Probably Roddy, man, because with all the Clippers back, right?
Yeah, but they have 3 games, eh? So there's no way. You know, there's no way that Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are playing 3 games this week.
Yeah, that's true.
So you might be kind of taking a stab at that.
All right, KZ is like a cap of 5, project 15 or something. I just said it out loud. Cap of 5 with a projection of almost 10. We're set. Maybe Trey Lyles isn't back. Is that what it is? All right. All right, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the questions as they're coming here. Your thoughts, says Power Monkey. VanVleet, Jalen Green, Capella, Bol, or Vassell. Pick 2. Pick 2. All right, let's go to the sheets.
I like VanVleet this week. I'll say that to start.
Yeah, so Fred VanVleet, wow, cap of 35 and a projection of 42. So that one seems nice. Honestly, I feel like we haven't gotten a Jalen Green ceiling game in quite a while. He's got a cap of 32 and a projection of 35. Bol has a cap of 32 and a projection of 27, but I bet his ceiling projection is a little bit higher than that. So because of those steals and blocks.
Yeah.
Devin Vassell with a cap of 34, projection of 37. It sounds like it's or Capella. My guess right there is it's VanVleet and Vassell. That would be my take. I don't know. You got anything?
Vassell's only got 1 game though, eh?
That's true, and you got to deal with San Antonio, which you never know what's going to happen with San Antonio. They could, it's too dangerous.
Yeah. So I'd probably go VanVleet and maybe Capella.
Yeah. Healed or Matherin, says Lewis, and Mo Wagner. Is he a good play? So Wagner has stepped into the starting lineup with the Mo Bamba and Wendell Carter Jr. injury news. They announced that he is starting again tonight for the Magic. So I think Mo Wagner's fine. And then Buddy Hield or Matherin, man, I think Matherin's good. Like, I like Matherin, but he just hasn't done it in the last couple of weeks. It feels like. Yeah,
he seems like he's hitting a little wall here, a little rookie wall maybe. So we'll be hoping him to kind of break out of that. So I think Hield is the safer play there.
Yeah. Johnny, I feel like you just named a bunch of guys that aren't really playing. So Amir Coffee, my concern with him is he's on the Clippers, and I know they have like the back-to-back, so a lot of them aren't going to play. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd go to Amir Coffee. Kai Jones really has been underperforming here, but he's got a cap of 9 and a projection of almost 10. And then who is he? Kevon. I don't even know who Kevon Harris is. Isn't that bad? Kevon Harris. Oh, the Orlando shooting guard, small forward. Man, these are tough. I would just take whatever the lowest cap is, honestly. because they all have a projection of around 10. I think that's how I would do it. Mike Baston says too early for the Embiid outpost. Yeah, it's too early. Get away closer to lock. Trust Trae Young with the trade rumors. Is there actual trade rumors, or is it just like the normal chaos? We did a little TikTok on that today. That was
well done. I like that one.
Thank you. Jonas Valanciunas, baby. So he's got a cap of 20. I think he's only got one game, right?
Tyus with Ja. Take the risk of Ja being out. Hope he's out. Take Tyus Jones there.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I do like Joe Val at some point. Joe Val is going to absolutely pop at some point. Going with Highsmith, says Torbcott, with 3 games. Yeah, so Highsmith has kind of got himself some minutes now. And you think if Jimmy Butler misses a game, he's gonna pop a little bit too. So I
hasn't it, his caps moved up quite a bit though. He's at 15 now.
15, yeah.
They got 3 games, and pretty much everyone on their lineup has an injury, something. So someone's gonna sit for sure.
Yeah, someone will sit. Yeah, I don't mind that. McLaughlin has a cap of 14, a projection of 14. Who's the other one he said there, TFC?
Luke Kennard.
It's not going to be Kennard. Kennard's on a minute limit too, so he's not going to get a full run. So it's definitely Jordan McLaughlin there. Watford a good pick with many of the Blazers questionable. Yeah, Lotto. If one of those guys sits, especially one of those bigs, I do kind of like Watford. I mean, he's got a cap of 11 with a projection of 11, and that's with everybody in. The only concern I have is it's 1 game. If it was 2 games, I'd feel a little bit better taking a flyer on it, but don't hate that. Johnny says, here's a good one. PJ Washington, Jordan Poole, Max Strus, or Bones Highland. Pick one. You just pick one. I think it's PJ, right? Without looking at anything, because Jordan Poole's questionable. Bones Highland is like good, but only really good if Jamal Murray misses time. I don't know. What do you think? You're muted. There we go. Hell yeah. The mute, baby. Welcome to the mute zone.
I was sneezing. Yeah, I'd say it's PJ.
Yeah, and in honor of PJ, especially because I know there's a lot of people who aren't here from our Top Shot days and just our So Rare days. When we talk about PJ, we talk about PJ.
PJ Washington. PJ Washington. PJ Washington.
Yes, sir. Gnome saying he's doubling down on Kuminga this week. Let's go, Gnome. I'm with you. I'm going to fire some Kuminga in there as well. Also, I see we got a bunch more people in here and only 79 entrants. So like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Deli for a Deli Rare that's on the table that we'll give away in a little bit here. All right, let me just see if we've gotten any more injury news since then. Nope, the last thing I got was 10 minutes ago with Chris Middleton. Weisberg says TST did that damn well knowing that drop was coming. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. What do we think of my common champion? He's got Booker, Ant, Zubats, Trey Murphy, and Conchar. There we go. What do we think about this? Oh, wait, holy shit. Before we do that, look at Mr. Laker himself. How we doing, boys?
We're back in the mix, baby. We're back in the mix.
Let's go. We didn't hear from Dustin for like the entirety of the beginning of the season. The Lakers rip off a bunch, and all of a sudden he's back, baby.
Back here, back in the streets, baby. That's right. MVP Davis. I'll have you know, when my free pack, and you can choose your MVP player for So Rare, AD. I selected AD at the beginning of the season.
Let's go.
I don't know. I'm just,
let's go.
Is there a connection?
So you were collecting like tier 5 commons for like a month straight.
Yes.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
How's it going, guys? I tried to come on towards the end to not interrupt the flow.
No, you're good.
Actual content was taken care of. I messaged TST. I was like, "Can you send me a link?" Because it was going to ask for the code, Mike, and I'm like, it's going to ruin the whole thing.
No. So, good thinking.
How are you doing?
Stay with us then. Stay with us.
I got some minutes. I got a little bit of time.
You're gonna have to answer some stuff too. Ready? We got.
I'm your guy for this, baby.
I'll let TST take this one because I already know he knows what the answer is here. So Tillman and Şengün or Tyus Jones and Neesmith?
I'm going Tyus Jones and Neesmith.
Yeah, you would say like Tyus Jones and dog shit. You'd be like, well, Tyus Jones and dog shit. There you go. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, would love to hear the Russ hate from Dustin now, says we the people.
Now people got to send us 2 first-round picks to get Russ, baby. That's the way it's got to go down.
That's right. Ray was asking any thoughts on the Celtics peripheral players worth playing. Man, I don't know. Malcolm Brogdon's probably the only one that's not Tatum or Brown that I'd be like, or Smart, I guess, that I'd be super interested in. Let's see how Brogdon's actually projecting. So much usage just goes to those guys. Yeah, cap at 26, projection at 24. I mean, you're banking on the Celtics sitting somebody. That's kind of what you're rooting for in that.
And
in that
the problem
world.
is that person could also easily be Brogdon.
That's true. That is true. Oh yeah. So I don't know why Javonte Green is popping in these projections. See, we showed him earlier, right? Oh man, there's a lot of greens. There we go. He's got a cap of 11 and a projection of 20. I have no idea who's out for the Bulls and why everybody's really excited about him. Anybody?
Yeah.
Nobody heard any Bulls news, right?
No.
I didn't think so. So I don't really know about the Javonte Green. I know he's popping. Also, Wancho was ruled out today. I don't know if that does anything. I know.
Not really. No.
All the Atlanta guys are still popping, so you'll see like Jalen. I think Jalen Johnson's probably one of the best guys. Yeah, he's got a cap of 10 and a projection of almost 30. So yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. You probably played Jalen. Culver, AJ Griffin, Brown, or Rowdy, Tyus, and Van Fleet. All right, that's almost too many. Like once you get to 3v3s, that's almost too many. I don't know. What would Marvel Studios do here?
Stick with Tyus, baby.
There we go. Gee, that's all you had to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Dustin, you know what we should do? Why don't and people can keep asking questions. Why don't you, if you can, let's build your common lineup right now.
Build my common lineup?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let me log in. Hold on. Give me a second.
Let's do it.
I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of cards, but I'd love to win anything. So
yeah, who cares? Who cares? We fired up, baby. We fired up. I will say on the Atlanta side of things, like if you guys do have Hawks, you should probably play them. Like I don't even care who they are. Even if it's like Dominique Williams, you just fire him up. I think.
If you have the coach, throw him in there.
Yeah, well, no, that's probably the only one you can. He might be on a different team. We haven't looked at Terry Rozier yet, so I'll pull him up. I feel like he's probably projecting pretty well. Cap of 31, projection of 37. And what did you say Clay was, right? Clay, cap of 31, projection of 33. So the projections, the nerds say it's Scary Terry there. Scary Terry. Edwards or Butler. Edwards with 1 game too risky. Well, Jimmy Butler's also questionable, so I think this is like equally risky. But if it's, I kind of like Anthony Edwards a little bit better than Jimmy Butler, honestly. But
yeah, if we're talking, yeah, I think I'd take the risk of Edwards, especially if you're talking champion lineup and you're looking for upside. I go Edwards there. Maybe, but I'd just stay away from Butler in general until we see him back. You can't take that 3 games as like an advantage right now without seeing him.
I got my cards up.
You got him up? All right. I can't. Did you share it? You guys share it.
No, it did the thing. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Zubats for 3 games or Dinwiddie? Zubats. Yeah. It was Zubac. My bad. Zubac. All right, here we go. Look at this. We get some AD right out the bat. Let's build this baby.
Look at this. Not much.
I don't know. This isn't too bad. Kuz is going to be a great play this week. We assuming Bradley Beal misses some time.
His cap's up there though, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's all right. We're going for champion mode.
Yeah.
Let's get in there.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you want me to go?
Hit to that play button up top.
All right.
But let's get your daily free card.
Yeah, the daily drop. Let's get the free card, baby. Let's go. Oh, Grayson Allen's out. We're not getting him. I think it's Jalen Williams.
This guy, right?
Smith. Yeah. Yeah.
He's a rookie.
Yeah.
Bang.
All right. And then
should I do a free card swap?
No, we don't have to do that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then go to play. All right. Ukulele. TSC, you talk him through that. I'm going to look up these 2 projections.
Okay. All so then we'll build your common champion because that's the one that matters most. So second one there. Yeah. And we know we're putting AD as your MVP, right?
All right. So we just drop him in.
Yeah, drop him in. So now we got 120 to work with cap wise here. So you got some nice around the 30 range here. if we want to mess around. Let's scroll down, see if anyone pops so that we're liking from.
You want multiple games, right? I'm assuming is what you want to get.
It helps us break a lot of ties, and depending on
Mhm.
who it is, we definitely want to have some in there. All right.
Here,
No
just
one really popping from the bottom. Yeah, Mike.
No.
real quick. Bogdan Bogdanovic will have a minutes limit tonight, and Brogdon got ruled out. Malcolm Brogdon's out. So there you go. That Celtics question came in right on time with no Brogdon. So I guess that means more Derek White, more Marcus Smart, maybe a splash of Peyton Pritchard.
Everyone's saying I got to claim my rewards before.
Oh, you haven't claimed your rewards yet? Good Lord, Dustin. Stop doing Disney shit. Claim those rewards.
Look, man. I'm also leaving on Wednesday. I'm gone again. Greg's in London. I got to go to Korea, and then I got to go to Japan. I'm out of here. It's rough right now.
Wow.
It's rough. All right, let's see this.
Here we go, baby. Here we go. Dallas Mavericks right off the bat. Oh, Christian
Wood.
Wood. That's not bad. Christian Wood's not bad.
Okay.
Here we go.
Thanks to the chat.
Chops was asking about fading Morant. Yeah, Ja is out tonight, so that's kind of or doubtful. That's why. Bam. All right, Bam. This is solid rewards here.
Yeah, like some guys to fill in the middle, right?
Yeah.
That'll do work.
Nasreen actually like a pretty good play right now with Cat out. And then what do we got here? Guard. Oh, David Duke. David Duke. Here we go.
Great.
All right. Now let's build this champion lineup.
All right.
I think,
load it up, baby.
I think did we try to use that Naz Reid to get some
I think
higher
we're gonna
cap
have
players in?
Yeah,
What's
I think
going on
we're gonna have to use Naz. Although,
Oh
my God, Wheel of Death on So Rare. What's going on here? All right, here we go.
All right. MVP AD.
AD. I think Bam's probably my next guy in.
Yeah, scroll down though and throw Naz Reid so we know what cap situation.
Okay.
we're working
Yeah.
with.
Where is he? What was his number?
21, I thought. Oh, maybe
no,
it was lower than that.
15.
Oh, 15. Yeah, there he is. 14.
There we go.
Yeah, plug in Nas. Then we go back to then I think you probably just go like Bam.
Okay.
Bam, maybe Jaden. I don't know. Şengün at 29 is pretty nice, right?
Yeah. Or what we got left then? 37.
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty solid.
Or there's Drew there.
Drew was pretty good.
Or Jaden Ivey too. Keldon, yeah, you get some solid stuff here. It's pretty good.
What do we think? Stick with that, or you want to swap anyone?
I think I like it. I think you let it rip.
Yep.
I think you let it rip.
Zubac sub, they're saying. Zubac.
That's right. You use them. You can use them in the contender, maybe.
All right. Let's do that. Let's lock it in. And then let's go to contender.
Then you go to contender. We'll do that. People are saying Bruce over Bridges. Yeah, Bruce Brown's fine. I think I like Bridges more. Bridges has been playing really, really well.
I could throw Bruce in here at least.
Yeah, I think his cap's too high for this. I think because I would start with like Wood and Ivy and then go from there and see what that leaves you with. Oof. Like 17 each. We got to find like a real cheapo here.
Yeah.
TJ McConnell's actually going to be a pretty good play if we get word that he's playing.
We just throw him in the mix, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? The common contender. Now we're gonna find like you're gonna need like dirt bags there way down low.
Oof, it's rough.
Yeah, that is. Oh, Dwayne Washington actually. All right, the Suns have a ton of injury news. Maybe you just
23 now.
Okay, that gives you something.
Yeah, there's something here. Zach Collins, Jalen Williams.
Probably go Jalen Williams.
Yeah,
probably do that.
There we go.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. Yeah. Welcome.
It's fine.
People asking, what do you think about Paul George with the minutes limit tonight, but he has 3 games? I wouldn't. For a minute, I'm not messing around too much with the Clippers, honestly. I don't know. Do you have a different take about that, TST?
No, honestly, like I like that him and Kawhi, if you own them, that they have a minutes limit. What you're hoping here is actually that they play like a couple games in a row with a minutes limit, put up some shitty scores, and then you take advantage of that in like a week or two.
Exactly. I like that quite a bit as well. All right. Anything else? Dwayne's out with a hip injury. My bad, guys. The Dwayne Washington was ruled out, so that was a bad play.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sorry, Dustin.
The other lineup's good though.
Yeah, the other lineup is solid.
Yeah. That's fine.
Blake Griffin. Okay, Al Horford's out too. Blake Griffin will start for the injured Al Horford on Monday. All right, so the Celtic shit that I said earlier was just way wrong. I will say Blake started last time. Blake started a game last week, and I think he put up like 9 points. So just because someone's starting doesn't mean it's the best. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Urban or Manoj, excuse me, said Gary Trent Jr., Kenyon Martin Jr. I'm assuming that's Kenyon Martin Jr., Terrence Mann, and Mathern. Oh, I see what you're saying. Man, I'm too nervous about Terrence Mann with everybody back. But I don't love this. Matherin's the only one that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, I'd almost try to find someone with Matherin. Is there someone you can swap Terrence Mann for?
Yeah. Man, I really liked when everybody else was out. So, but now that they're all back, that kind of makes me nervous. Like even with Kennard, I like if Paul George and Kawhi were back both with the limit restriction, I'd still be like, okay, that's fine. But with Luke Kennard, even if he only plays like 15 minutes, those minutes are coming from Terrence Mann. So that bums me out a little bit. Oh, I see Skeets in the streets out there. There he is.
Hey.
Ananobi, Oubre, or Ayton. Ooh. Should we let the Canadian answer this?
Ooh. You know my love for OG.
Here we go.
What's Oubre saying?
It's looking so far. Oubre's got a cap of 39, projection 33. It looks like it's supposed to be OG. I think it's supposed to be OG.
I kind of like Ayton here to put up the highest score of the three.
Yeah.
But because of the extra cap room, if that gives you something to play with, I'd go with OG.
All right. I like that. I like the OG take. Ray saying Pat Connaughton with a couple of bucks out. Sure. I think that's fine.
Middleton is playing. But Grayson Allen is out.
Grayson Allen and Brolo.
Yeah. Brolo. Some
usage maybe. Quoth is in there saying, Buddy or Wig. Well, hey, this is going to be easy. Quoth. Wiggins is ruled out. It's Buddy.
Yeah.
It's Buddy. We can look up Connaughton's projections. I usually don't. Let's see. Here we go.
I'm gonna let you guys finish while you do this. I got to jump into something.
Justin, good to see you, man.
Great to see you, Justin.
Later,
be back in these streets later in December. I'll see you guys.
Can't wait.
See you
Can't wait. Later, man. All right. Barnes and Culver projection. Sure, we can look at Barnes. Which Barnes are you talking about?
Scotty?
Scotty's got a cap of 32, projection of 37. Harrison's got a cap of 27 and projection of 22. And then Culver's projecting really well. He's got a cap of 8 and a projection of 17.4. Ransom said, if Wiggins is ruled out for one, should I bench him or nah? Knowing that they have 2 games. I don't know. How do you handle that?
Oof. It really it more comes down to like, what do I have like a good replacement for him? Like, or is it really kind of like I'd have to redo my whole lineup?
Yeah.
If it's kind of like you'd have to redo a bunch of things that you don't like, or you have to break a different lineup that you were kind of focusing on more. If not, then I just keep him. What is he out with right now too? That kind of
yeah, I thought it was a sickness now, but now I don't.
So did I. That's where it's his adductor.
Abductor. Oh, he was abducted.
That doesn't. I don't like that. I would probably move off him.
Yeah, I think I would too. I usually like if it's a superstar that has a chance of scoring like 60 points. Sometimes I roll the dice, but with like a middle of the road guy. Usually not sure. PJ or Buddy, it's probably, man, especially if TJ misses another game, it's just more guard minutes for him. I think I'd go Buddy. What else we got? Anthony Simons or DDR, both with 1 game. I don't know. What do you think? Simon's cap's going to be a little bit higher because Dame is back. With Dame being back, it's a little bit higher than his projection. So there's that. And DeRozan, I feel like, has kind of had some bad games recently.
I feel like he's had an extremely quiet year.
No, but he's still got a cap of 42 and a projection of 37. They're basically the same. I honestly would just take Simons and then hope Dame sits because he just came back.
Yeah.
It says limited contender, Miles Turner, Mitchell Robinson, Joe Val, McDaniels, And Jalen Johnson, thinking of switching Mitchell Robinson, but no idea who could have big upside in this range. Okay, so Mitchell Robinson projects really well. He always scares the shit out of me. He does have high upside, but that man gets hurt. That man gets fouled. He commits a lot of fouls. So, like, yes, he has a ton of upside, but man, it's a little tough. In that range, if you need to stay in that like 22 cap, right? He's got a projection of 39.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Dude, John, we got to get you on the show, man. You need to explain yourself with Mitchell Robinson and Javonte Green. Man, I don't understand. I don't understand unless I'm missing, like, is Jericho Sims, Julius Randle, and Tom Thibodeau all out? Like, I don't know.
And the referee's whistle.
Yeah. Seriously, that's. Ooh, Ransom Reed said someone just bought up all the Blake limiteds. Is that the commons? Or you mean you must be in the limited?
Yeah.
I think I got a list by Blake Griffin then. TSC, why don't we'll continue to answer questions and stuff, but since we're like 40 minutes in, I'm gonna do a couple things right now. I'm gonna remind the people about the giveaway. So like the stream, subscribe, put hashtag Deli. And then I'm gonna build one of my lineups right now just to get the ball rolling here so I can take a look at this.
Sounds good.
I think I'm going to start with rare contender. I think that's where I'm going to put most of my eggs in the basket. I like love Draymond Green now with Wiggins out and Poole questionable. Maybe he has to do a little bit more. Wait, the Blake Griffin's up to 50? Sorry, guys.
We got to pivot for a second.
Yeah. We got to. I love Blake. I bought him last week. I forget what I bought him for. Blake's the funny. I bought him for $3. We are going to set this. It's 50? I wish I could see the floor right here. There we go. Gladly list is for 49 right now. Let's do it.
Want me to tell you the floor?
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, sec.
Oh, Ransom Reed, what the F? Take it down, put it for 49, bro.
What did he post his for?
20. All right, mine's at 49. Come on, come and get it. Come and get that Blake, baby. And if he doesn't sell, maybe I'll play him. His cap's 10, too. It's not even that nice. People just saw starting lineup, and they were like, got to do it.
I mean, the highest sale has only been $17 so far.
Come on, you fish. Go ahead and buy it. All right, let me start. Let's actually look through my value plays before we do that. So Draymond Green is going to be in there. It sucks I can't really play Jordan Poole since he was like one of my better rares, and the 26 was kind of a nice cap for someone that is like 50-point upside. I think Trey Murphy's still nice, but basically no one else is playable over here. So I'm going to have to find my value. I think from these three, I don't think I can even play Jeremy Grant. I think I got to go Draymond Green. Is Ivy hurt? I know he was like coming back from injury, but he played like 20 something minutes though. Didn't he played last night, unless he got hurt at the end of last night's game, but I did not see that. He played, let me double check his minutes last night. I thought he played like 20. He played 27 minutes. I don't think he's hurt unless someone wants to tell me. Someone tell me in the chat. But I'm going back to Ivy and then maybe Trey Murphy and hope Ingram still misses time.
Hold on a second. My doorbell just rang.
Yeah, go for it. Here, I'll remove you and then go from there. Yeah, I think this is going to be my starting three here for rare contender. And then I really would like to play TJ McConnell next. He's got a cap of 20, and then that would leave me really low. So maybe what's going on here? All right, maybe we go down to Kuminga at 14, which will go back to the Kuminga streets, and then we need somebody in the 11. I forget. David Roddy? Do we just Roddy? How do we feel about this, boys and girls? How do we feel about this? Do we like this? Do we like this here, guys? Any thoughts? TJ, I know TJ's dealing with an illness. I like love him if he plays. I'm nervous he won't play. Check ESPN. Ivy coach said he is out. I didn't see this anywhere. So hold on. I'm gonna do a quick search here. Quick search here for Jade and Ivy injury. Isaiah Livers out for tonight's game. The last update was that they're completely off the injury report. Yeah, Sean, we had talked about that earlier too. Trey Murphy with only one game. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm still gonna rock with Trey Murphy. I think we're rocking with these 5. Now you gonna play Blake now? No, I don't want to play Blake. Don't. All right. Well, I am gonna play Blake probably, but not in this one. I think we go with Roddy in this one. Can't believe people don't like Trey with one. I mean, I know he only has one game, but I got to play 3 rares, right? So instead of Trey, what direction do you go here? So if you got to play 3 rares, would you rather play Jalen Smith instead of Trey? And Jalen Smith had his minutes yanked around last night. I don't know what the hell happened. But did anybody see that? Like, did anybody see? He played like 16 minutes yesterday. And I was like, no foul trouble. It's not like he was turning the ball over or anything. He played like 12 minutes in the first half and like 6 in the second. It was something really weird. I don't understand what happened there. People saying check ESPN. Play Nick Richards instead of Draymond. No, Draymond is actually a great play. Draymond, I don't know. Let's all right. TSC's back. Let me check. People are saying to play Jalen Smith instead of who was it? Trey Murphy.
So wait, Jaden Ivey is
yeah, well, I didn't see anything that said Jaden Ivey was out. No one can confirm it except for Big Bullish. So Jalen Smith has a cap of 25 and a projection of 25. Wait, who did I say that? Trey Murphy has okay, even the projections say it. All right, fine, suckers. We'll throw in Jalen Smith. There we go. Do we feel better? People asking for the Dwayne Dedman projection. Fine. Dwayne Dedman here, cap of 18, projection of 10. All right, I think this is the squad. We'll do it. Here. Draymond, Ivy, Jalen Smith, Kuminga, Roddy. Here we go.
Did you already have it, Roddy, or you picked that up today?
Bought it today, baby. $14, I think. $14. People are saying Giddey or PJ. I like Giddey. I don't know. What do you think?
I like Giddey if you can fit him in. I think you get 3 extra cap though for PJ. So
yeah, there you go.
You need it.
Dedman drop. All right, let me go. Let me go to my limited contender now because those are my 2 favorite ones to build. Actually, no, forget that. Let's do limited champion because we got to get rid of this one. We got to get rid of this one. Do you think we can play these 3 and then go a 20 cap? Or are people going to say don't play Zion because
no, don't play Grant.
Don't play Grant. Oh, because his cap's too high.
Yeah.
DeJounte, we hope some more weird stuff happens in Atlanta, and then Laurie. What if we do that? Do we have any? Blake Griffin.
Hello, Blake.
Blake Griffin, lock and load. Let me see if I'm like forgetting. Oh, Moses Moody, KZ, who's apparently projecting really well.
Use that for your contender, though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Duh. I feel like I should be using Blake for my contender. Maybe I should go a little bit more of the middle of the road here. So 23 cap, right? Maybe this is probably where we use Jalen Noel, and that gives us 29. Kelvin Johnson, Killian Hayes.
You got Mathurin there.
Yeah, Mathurin, just pulling Mathurin, and then leave the 3.
What? Do you have someone else at 20 that's better than Noel?
I don't think so. Noel's like TJ McConnell would be the only one. Yeah. There we go. All right. Zion, 1 game would scare me. Dude, Zion is a baller. Let's do it.
This may be one of the last times we see him at a cap at 39.
I know. 30s. That's what I mean. He should be mid 40s. Like he should be mid 40s. Don Montana says, what do we think about Amir Coffey? He just makes me nervous with
his basketball abilities.
With his basketball abilities. No, but just with everybody back.
Yeah.
I can't even believe this is a question, and it's because they're both playing really, really well. Like Ayton and Bam have both been balling lately.
Bam, Josh. Bam.
Yeah, you think Bam?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I'm going to say Ayton. Bick says McConnell or McDaniels. I really like McDaniels. McConnell would be my play if he plays. We just don't know if he's going to play.
Yeah. I'll check if we got any other injury while you're building this too.
Thank you. Then let me go. Let me go back. Ooh, Hayden says his MVP lineup is Giannis, Steph, DeJounte, Jalen Johnson, and Buddy. Yeah, that sounds great, man. Fernando Butler with Cornette or Scary Terry with Norman Powell. Dude, the whole Clippers thing makes me nervous. With everybody out. And then you're asking about with everybody back. Dario Saric has a cap of 8 and a projection of 18. Wow. Let's go see how much he costs. 'cause I'll probably buy it. Let's see. Sarich. What do we got here? Dario Low. It looks like I don't know. You think do you buy it? No.
Man, he's projected starting by Underdog.
Yeah, he started the last game.
So there you go.
He started the last game.
What did he put up in that game?
He had a solid game. His last one was is there a way to can I just like click the card and see the stats?
Yeah, you can.
There we go. 26. 26. Not bad. Are you buying it right now?
No. I don't have ETH right now, so
Yeah, me neither.
it helps me a lot.
I have 5. All right, I'll build my limited contender. People keep the questions coming too. I've got Dario in a lineup, had 2 games in a row. Dude, and Dario's like a good fantasy point per minute guy. He just wasn't getting minutes for a long time. I know he's hurt too. But even after coming back. Kyrie Clarkson. I like to think that there's an NBA player named Kyrie Clarkson. Kyrie Clarkson or Jabari. I feel like it's probably in that order, right? Kyrie Clarkson, then Jabari.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
you take Clarkson over him?
No. I'd like we're talking Jabari Smith Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like kind of a good value play for a minute, but he had a couple good games, so less so now. But he's been putting up a lot better than he was at the start of the year.
Neesmith, the Kappa 16 projection on 19 is not as great as I would like it to be. Blake, welcome aboard, baby. How's Jock Landell? I feel like he kind of fell out of the rotation a little bit. Yeah, forget it. All right, that leaves me to 26 per. God, we're gonna like just miss 2 good ones, man. So we put in Killian Hayes, and then what do we get at 23? Dorian Finney-Smith. Well, what if we do go Neesmith instead? What can we get up to from Killian Hayes? Does that get us anything we like? What do you
Neesmith and McConnell? It's like,
yeah, you're right. You're right. Damn it!
It's like the 2 pacers you can't.
You know what we can do?
The 2 guys that are going to be competing for those extra minutes.
Let's throw Moody in there.
Oh,
we get lucky. We get off Blake a little bit, right? That gives us an air. Oh, I feel like we're still gonna have to play Blake. What if we go Killian Hayes and then it leaves us? Oh, God. All right, we got to go back up to whatever. Let's go to Griffin. And then we can just play Grant if we want to, or Jamal Murray or Lauri Markkanen. What do you think?
Probably go Jamal Murray with 2 games.
Jamal Murray, and then let's see if that would get me up to 20. No, yeah, 20. All right, we got to play somebody else better than Blake. What about Goodwin? He's only got 1 game because what's his name's not with Beal missing time. Goodwin cap at 20, projection at 21.
Yeah, I don't hate that, but
or Okongwu with 2 games. You hope Capella sits 1.
I mean, he should still get some minutes too.
What's Okongwu? Cap at 19, projection 18. Technically, Goodwin's the play. Or what's Blake? Did Blake get updated? Cap at 10, projection at 17. No, we're not playing Blake.
No.
All right, we're just going to click Okongwu and move on. And then the last thing I'll do with you on here is we'll do actually, let's do the rare champion. And we can throw Jeremy Grant in that one. We'll throw Trey Murphy in that one. Harrison Barnes. Those will be. Oh, wait. Yeah.
I don't hate what Hutch is saying here.
What's he saying?
Take out McConnell, put Blake in instead of him, and then you can upgrade that Okongwu spot.
All right, hold on. So edit this one. Take out McConnell.
Yeah. Put in Blake instead of McConnell.
I thought we had that, but we couldn't. Maybe not.
No, and then now Okongwu, you can get up to what? 30.
Killian Hayes. This lineup sucks. Whatever. We're gonna throw it in. Rare champion. Let's bang out Poole. No, Poole's not gonna play, we don't think. Murphy. I don't really want to play Harrison Barnes because he kind of sucks. Do you think does anybody think Embiid's gonna sit a game? How many games do the Sixers have? No, they only have 1 game, so he'll definitely play. Damn it. All right, so it's gonna be, I don't know, maybe Nick Richards. Let's do Nick Richards instead. Mix it up a little bit. And then we can throw in here. We can throw in, there we go, Lauri Markkanen, Kevin Porter Jr. Bang. I don't hate that.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right, whatever. Enough
Yeah,
of me.
And you can
Enough
do your
of-
limited no cap, just highest ones left.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Look at this guy: Jeremy Grant, Jalen Green, Javon Carter, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jordan Goodwin. Oh, then we'll play TJ McConnell. TJ's going to end up being a good play. I'm actually kind of pissed off that I don't have him in a good lineup. TJ is going to be a good play. Here we go. What do we got? George says, thoughts on Seth Curry. Last few games have cost me since TJ Warren has come back. Think he's gone as an option now? I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, he's going to have his moments. He's not like he's just
I think you find better spots.
Yeah. The other thing I'll say is that right now with there's going to be a point where his cap will catch up, but he had that like good spurt, and that good spurt is still in his cap right now. And he's had some real so rare games of late. So I don't know, maybe in like 2 weeks again, he'll come around as a play. So
yeah. A couple of updates here. So, Ja Morant is in. Ja Morant. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Ja Morant, Conchar, Zaire, and Laravia remain doubtful. My bad. I read that quickly and I read that incorrectly. Jay-Sean Tate still without a timetable return. My bad. I feel like Crypto Gem Founder just like yelling stuff out. Last question. No cap. Curry, DeJounte Murray, or Porzingis and Zion? Would have to buy leaning Porzingis and Zion. Shout out Josh Harvey. He's like, I gotta buy. So Curry, DeJounte Murray, or Porzingis and Zion. Ooh. Dude, Porzingis has been really, really, really good.
He has definitely gotten me some good rewards.
And I feel like that's what leaning Porzingis and Zion. Yeah. I think I like that. And it's probably the cheaper route too.
Yeah.
Right?
If he's buying all four, both of those pairs, or I don't know. Like Curry has to be the most expensive of that list.
sorry, man. We said Embiid almost happened with Ja. Any news on Beal? No, we haven't got the news on Beal. Johnny says opinions on my limited contender: DeJounte Murray, Drew Strus, Moody, Kevon Harris. Yeah, that sounds pretty sharp. Even though I just learned about who Kevon Harris is today.
I like that. I like the DeJounte Murray Drew combo there. That's some good value at 33 and 35.
Yeah. People are asking about Beal. I thought Beal was. Hold on. Let me just double check something. I thought Beal was out, but then people will say any news on Beal made me think that I might have been wrong. So hold on. Bradley Beal injured with. Yeah. So it sounds like Bradley Beal's not playing. Bradley Beal's out. Playing Culver, Griffin, and Murray together is too risky. I think you're playing Blake Griffin. So, or did you mean AJ Griffin? You mean you're playing 3 Hawks? Ooh. No, I don't think
think
so. Those
2 starters there. I assume AJ Griffin's starting.
Yeah. And those guys, I mean, they're all projecting so well. I get what you're saying, though, Zealy. I get what you're saying where you're like, am I limiting my upside by playing 3 guys on the same team?
They have 2 games, right? So that's
Yeah.
where, I mean, if people come from the DFS, kind of it's not exactly the same, right? You could have guys pop one game and not the other. So there is a little more upside to playing multiple players from the same team.
Yeah, totally agree. Allie says Claxton and Trent Jr. or Kevin Porter Jr. and Patty Connie. I feel like the first option is a little bit safer and the second option has a little bit more upside.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Man, look how nuts we've gotten with SGA, and I love this. Like, do you play arguably the best player of all time or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
Oh, I thought you were saying Shai was the best of all time.
My heart says SGA, but my head says LeBron is still putting up 28, 8, and 8.
Yeah.
SGA is going to score 33 points, but he's only going to get he's not going to get a ton of peripherals, I think, with Giddey back, right? With Giddey back, he's been getting 33 and 6, 32 and 5, stuff like that, where with because of Giddey, I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. Giddey was playing at the start of the year when he's putting up those big numbers too. So it's not like it's inconceivable.
Yeah, it is tough. I think I'd have more fun rooting for SGA.
Yeah. I couldn't put LeBron. I'd try to do it on my Sorare account and it just wouldn't let me if I was choosing between those 2 things. But that's just I'd have to put up a VPN or somewhere and
Yeah.
pretend I'm not in Canada.
Eric says Hallie, Wood, and McConnell are all questionable, right? Do we assume they play at least one? Having trouble sorting my rare competition with all these questionables. Yeah, man, this is hard. So Hallie, they said, was going to miss 2 games, and one was last night, the other's tonight. So I'm assuming Halliburton is back for the next game. So I think Hallie's back. TJ McConnell, it sounds like, with him being questionable tonight, I feel like, and it's a sickness, and he missed last night, I feel like he's going to be back for the next one if he's not back tonight. Christian Wood, I have no idea. I don't know. Does that sound right to you? Anything about that?
Yeah. I also like Halliburton is what? It's some ankle or?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's groin. See, like
Groin.
that to me could be more than just 2 games too.
Yeah.
It's not like something you can just tape up and throw them out there. So
I tape up my groin every day. Draymond has a cap of 30 and a projection of 30. Zubats has a cap of 27 and a projection of 27. So that just comes down to what your cap is.
Give me Zubac.
Give me Draymond because he's in my lineup right now.
3 games of Zubac. That is you're looking for the ceiling there. You're looking for the ceiling.
I don't know. Waski says Anthony or Butler. I don't know. I think Butler.
Yeah, I'd probably take Butler.
I think Butler. Jeb just said Booker. That's his job. Says Booker with 2 games and Porzingis with 1. Yeah, there we go.
Also Booker though.
Also Booker. All right, here we go. Last call. Like the stream, subscribe. We got 100 entrants. We're giving away a rare deli over here. I also wanted to share as we get ready to wrap up here. I want to share TST's channel with you in the chat. TST, tell them a little bit about the content you're throwing at the people.
So usually do a game week preview, try to get it out a little earlier, kind of give you some early, can get you in on those markets before they've exploded. And then you come over here for all the injury news that things might have changed. But basically preview some value plays or some plays that I think are going to do well the next week in different ranges. So, your high cap, your mid cap, and then your low cap. And I might add last game week, one of my suggestions for low cap was Naz Reid, and then he was the best outperformer of the week. And also what I often do is not take my own advice, and I did not have Naz Reid in any of my lives.
There we go. We love it. So definitely check out TST stuff. I just dropped a link in the chat. I also just want to say, hey, listen, we are doing content so many days a week, all of the days, one would say, but we do an NBA show Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern, just kind of recapping some stuff, talking some like what happened the night before, but also talking about Sorare, some NBA Top Shot stuff. We do this show on Mondays right now with TST. We also do it on Fridays with our man Gnome, who comes on. And then we also, shout out Gnome. Gnome's been crushing both on content and on Sorare. And we also do, we do 2 episodes of value hunting a week before each one, where we just try to find 5 plays with a cap of 20 or less. So you can find all of our stuff in the chat, right? So there's a link to our Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, I'll drop a link in here. Sign up for our YouTube VIP. That gets you into a bunch of gated channels in our community. And if you join there, then I don't have to get yelled at for spamming the So Rare Discord when I say, hey, come watch this show. And I give away stuff from my own wallet. But join the Discord, join VIP, follow us, do all of that stuff. And as always, definitely appreciate you guys being here. Me is saying, how do I join the giveaway? Look at that photo too, me. All right, me. I see you out there. All you got to do is like the stream, subscribe, and put hashtag Deli into the chat. Hashtag Deli into the chat. I'm going to do one more refresh on injury news just in case we got anything else. Oh, one other thing too. We have another show that's actually starting in like 25 minutes. It's me and 2 of my comedian friends called the 89 Cavs, and that's firing up at 7 o'clock. So if you just want to hear people talk about basketball and hang out, you should do that. All right. The injury updates I've gotten. Roddy is likely to start if John Conchar is out. Clippers are starting Reggie, Kawhi, Paul George, Morris, and Zubats. Hornets are starting Rozier, Oubre, McDaniels, PJ, Plum Dog, Millionaire. And then James Harden will play on a minutes limit. And Georges Niang is out tonight. There we go. Look at us, guys. Look at us. A full hour of content. And TSC, anything else before we get out of here? Do you have like a hot take for this game week?
The no cap. Don't waste your players in the no cap. Just
I like that.
Fill it up after.
I like that quite a bit. All right, we are gonna spin it here. Again, thanks everyone for being here. This show has really become like my favorite thing that we do this week. It's been a lot of fun. It's very chaotic, trying to stay on top of this stuff. So appreciate everyone being here and hanging out through it. Make sure just like it and subscribe it, do all that stuff. Also, like live update here. We are closing in on we are at 6,867. We're closing on 6,900, which also means we're getting ever so closer to 6,969, and then I'm going to shut the channel down. All right, if you win this thing, shoot me a DM on Twitter at Mike Zakarian, and I'm going to send over the Matthew Dellavedova rare tier game week 14. Thank you for being live before lock. It is going to be actually Jeff Bush. Wow, this shit is rigged. Hate to see it. Shout out Jeb. Congrats. There we go. Look at Skeets, dude. We're gonna screenshot this and I'm gonna update my LinkedIn tonight.
Send it to the Athletic.
Yeah, send it to the Athletic. I can't believe Jeb won that. What a you know what? We'll give away. I'm gonna give away people still here. I'll give away a limited tier piece of crap card that I own. I'm gonna spin it one more time since Jeb took it down. So if you win the limited tier, shoot me a DM. Shout out Jeb, by the way. Also, check out Jeb's channel. He's doing a bunch of fun, so rare stuff, team by team. Oh, there we go. Joe Torres, Mr. Torres. There we go. Congratulations, limited tier. Look at you guys. Jeb won something. I gave away a second freaking thing. You love to see that. All right. I'm out of gas. I got nothing else to say. I need to go take a puff from my inhaler and then do this again in 10 minutes. All right. Good shit, everybody. TST, thanks for being here, man.